It's bubbled in, yeah. Stay fly, so high.
Remember the glory. From the Academy of Football to the champions of Europe, where our players became giants of the game and changed it forever, wearing our famous claret and blue. 60 years on, we wear the pride, we wear the passion, we wear the history, whilst making our own. Wear the greatness.
Our London, real London, nobody stays a stranger. The Bow Bells, our London calling. More than just a place, the Cockney cool heard far and wide. Graft and dedication, together for the ride. Born here, raised or made here, this is home. Our differences unite us, wherever we may roam. Our spirit strong, our pride runs deep. In our London, it's our dreams we keep. Through highs and lows, we rise and shine. Beyond these streets, the Bow Bells chime.
How do you grow a business? Well, every good operation needs a crew. First, you need the grafters.
Hey, get on!
The elbow grease. Then, it's the experience.
Nothing like a last-minute cash.
The ones in charge.
Nice one.
Then, it's the brawn, the muscle. And you can't have brawn without the brains. That's where the attention to detail comes in. And that's a job well done. Help grow your business with Intuit QuickBooks. Simple, smart accounting software.
Everyone's in, are they? Okay. Okay, good to go. Jeremy, you want to kick us off? Scott?
Hi Graham, nice to see you.
And you?
Can we start with the team news? Cresswell, how's he doing in Somerville?
Cree's still training with the physios. He'll be a few weeks yet, I think. It's been a fairly complicated one for him, so we just have to take our time. Everybody else, slight issue with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, just a toe that he's had to have an injection on. We'll see how he is tomorrow. Should be okay for the game, but we'll see. Apart from that, everybody's okay. Full squad.
Can we ask you too about McAntonio? How is he doing right now?
Yeah, he's good. He's progressing step by step, making progress. He's away from us at the moment, just training, but he's due back soon. So yeah, happy with how he's going. As I said before, it's a long process and what he's had to deal with, but he's put in the work, and the club are supporting him. We're supporting him, so it's going well.
It's been suggested in the press this week that he's facing an agonising wait over finding out about a new contract and will have to wait until the summer. Can you say anything about the likelihood of a new deal given his injury?
Well, no. Any contract discussions will remain, as you'd expect, between the club and the player, and it's not for me to sort of comment on that. When we've got something to announce, we'll announce.
So Southampton next, they're rock bottom. They have been relegated. They're still in danger of becoming the worst ever team in the history of the Premier League on 10 points. No formality though beating them.
Absolutely not, no. I think we have to focus on ourselves. We have to put in a good performance. We know the role we'll have to play in the game, of course, but it's football, as we know, and I know Simon and I know Adam well, the guys that are taking Southampton, so they'll be prepared, they'll be competitive, and they've got quality players, so we have to respect that for sure. And then it's about us again producing a performance that we're proud of, and if we do that, we've got a good chance to win.
Yeah, you played with Simon at Boston many years ago, didn't you? What are your memories of those days?
Yeah, they're probably for both of us. They were not pleasant memories, but no, I've known him a long time, and I was with him at Brighton as well. So he's a really good coach, good person. Will be, as I said, will be competitive and will be organised, and will be getting the most out of the players. So and obviously Adam I work with as well, and Adam brings fantastic quality and understanding of the game. So I'm pleased for those two, but obviously we want to take 3 points ourselves.
Yeah, Adam Lallana looks like he's destined now for a career in coaching and possibly management. What are his qualities that you saw at Brighton? Well,
he's got a desire to learn. He's got an understanding of the game of a really, really high level. Really good with people. Has been in winning dressing rooms. Has seen the game at the highest level. So he's got all the potential to be a fantastic coach. Now it's just about the right path for him, the right support for him. But he's as I said, a top person. Really good, and was fantastic for us.
Nicholas Fulkrug can't apparently play 90 minutes at the moment, or hasn't been playing many 90 minutes. Obviously came off the bench at Liverpool and has been looking good in parts of games. But what is the issue with his fitness right now?
Well, he's just been out for a long time, and with a hamstring injury that is about. It's hard to replicate those 90 minutes in Premier League football. Simply as that. It's the challenge when you bring in players back in from a long-term injury, how you can build them up safely. But he's getting stronger and stronger, and he's able to play more and more. So that's good for us.
You haven't had a home win at the London Stadium for your fans since the end of February, and they badly need a win, don't they?
For sure, yeah, absolutely. We're aware of that. It's something we want to put right. So we need to play well on Saturday, and we'll look to do that on Saturday.
And you've been encouraging them to extend their season tickets, calling them vital for the club. And it's true, isn't it? You need their support, and you need them to renew for next season. Yeah,
but the supporters have been brilliant since we've been here. They've been fantastic in terms of their support, home and away. They've got behind the team. When we haven't been so good, they've been fair with us. At the same time, we understand if we're not winning and we're not, performing as well as we'd like, there's always frustration around. But generally, the supporters have been amazing, and I think this period is difficult for us, but I think when we come through this, it's a nice foundation for us to achieve something really, really exciting here.
And 6 games left, Graham, what do you want to see now?
Well, we start with Saturday. We start with 3 points and a good performance. That's what it is. We need to finish the season off as strongly as we can, with as many points as we can, but at the same time building the performances. We were happy with what we did against Liverpool in terms of how we played. We need to turn that into wins, and we need to obviously start at home, win at home, because it's important for us with our own supporters to have that connection.
Are you facing a major rebuild in the summer, do you think?
I wouldn't say major rebuild. I think every squad, every Premier League team's the same. They have to adjust their team and adjust the squad for different reasons. But clearly, where we are now, we don't want to be. We need to improve. That's a simple thing. But at the same time, we have to make the right decisions around aligning all the resources that we have, and then working together to produce a team that people can recognise and are proud of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You just mentioned adjustments for next season. Can you, with 6 games left, start to look ahead to next season now and look ahead to the transfer window?
No, to be honest, for me, no. I think we have to focus on the next game. We have to focus on Southampton. We have to put all our energy into that to get a positive performance and a positive result. And then when you do that, things take care of itself. As the next season is next season. But for me, it's about focusing on Southampton and making sure the team's ready, making sure the team's aware of what they have to do and ready to play.
In terms of the type of players, Mohamed Kudus after the game against Liverpool did say that the players really want to end the season strongly. What have you seen in terms of team spirit and the players trying to keep up their motivation between now and the end of the season? What have you seen in training? Really
positive. The daily work has been, I would say, of a high level since we've been here. And I'm frustrated for the players, really, that we haven't been able to show that in the game as much as we'd like. I think there's been moments and games of it, but not enough, and that hasn't transferred into consistent results yet. But a lot of what I see is really positive. Like I said, there's a foundation of, I think, things that can take us forward. But the players, the attitude in training, the spirit amongst the group has been really good. Everybody wants to play, and of course, when people don't play, they're disappointed. But the way they handle themselves is first class, and they're ready to support the team and help the team. So I've been really impressed with them.
Do you think that shows the sign of the character of this team, the fact that they've had good moments in matches, not enough good positive results, but yet they're still keeping up their spirits and they're still trying really hard, as we saw last weekend? Yeah,
I think so. Like I said, you want a performance and you want a result for them, because the effort's there, the attitude's there, the personality's there. As I said, we haven't been amazing. We've been competitive in all the games, which is good. And some games have been better than others, and it's a bit of a work in progress. We've done some things well in terms of stability defensively and how we're competitive in all the games, but we need to take a further step. I thought we did that against Liverpool, but it's a continual process of just constant work. But the players are, like I said, train well. They're enthusiastic, they're open, they want to finish the season off strong, and they want to get results and wins and score and goals and all those things. So hopefully we can start on Saturday.
From league leaders Liverpool to facing bottom of the table Southampton, how different of a game are you expecting on Saturday?
Yeah, well, I said it's a different challenge, but just as big. That's how the Premier League is. Away at Liverpool at Anfield brings its own challenge, and then at home to the team that's bottom of the league brings a different challenge. We have to understand that and respect that. Like I said, it's not. I've been in football long enough to know that nothing's a guarantee, nothing's easy, and it certainly won't be on Saturday. Southampton will come with pride and with spirit and with quality, and we have to make sure we're ready.
I wanted to ask about James Ward-Prowse, because I interviewed him last week, and one of the things that he said was when he knew he was coming back, he was really excited to work with you in particular, having heard so many great things about you. And he said, look, the lines of communications have been open and he's really enjoying working with you. What have you made of his performances since he's been back and since you've been here at the club, and what do you feel he brings to the team?
Well, I've been impressed. To be honest, I think he's come from his loan spell where he wasn't playing so much, but his level in terms of his training level and how he acts every day is it's a top level, it's a top standard, and I think that's really helpful to the team, really helpful for the environment that we want to try and create here. And then in midfield, I think he brings a balance. He brings a quality. Obviously, set pieces are very dangerous for us. But I think he's just still, getting to know the team and how the team functions better and better. So, but I've been really enjoyed working with him. He's a fantastic professional.
Can he be one of your leaders in the team? Is he already emerging as a leader?
Yeah, he is. I mean, again, I wouldn't say he's not the ranter and raver type shouter, but he's a quiet leader. He's someone that leads by example. Every day, like I said, he gives his absolute best, trains with the highest level as if it's the last day of his career, which is a fantastic role model, I think, for other players. And he brings a calmness and an experience and a humility that is really impressive.
And just one final one on James, in terms of that free kick record that he's chasing down, the fact that he's so close, does that mean that when set pieces come about, he's automatically on them?
No, because I think James would be the first to say it's not necessarily about him and the record, although we hope that he can get it, and maybe it'd be nice for us to some certain bit of football karma that he gets it on Saturday against Southampton, but we'll see.
Thanks, Ben.
Okay, cameras off, please. Thank you.
Good.